Even though most economic activities have resumed, despite the COVID-19 pandemic still being a threat, many traders have continued to struggle to pay their rent, taxes and bank loans. Business is slowly going back to normal, but obviously people with loans are still being affected. With the time they spent without working, the consequences are unavoidable. Loan arrears accumulated during the lockdown and the bank did not offer to extend the payback period. Movements are not as they used to be, and this is a problem. Because of the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, Rwanda's economy shrank by 3.4% in 2020, the first time that happened since 1994. The first quarter of this year saw non-performing loans hit 6.6% compared to 4.5% during the same period last year. In 2020, the construction sector accounted for 36% of all non-performing loans, while traders held 31% of them. Economic experts say that while other reasons can exist causing people not to pay back their loans properly, the COVID-19 pandemic has surely played a role this time around. Certain factors can contribute to a person not being able to pay back their loan properly, and they could come from the bank or the client themselves. Then there are other factors to consider, such as the COVID-19 pandemic. Your business may have been doing well, only for COVID to ruin everything. There could be many reasons, but the supportive spirit of the bank shows that when issuing the loan, there could be many reasons, but the supportive spirit the bank shows when issuing the loan should continue even when people run into rough patches. Rwanda's economy is also on the mend following the blows dealt by COVID-19, with growth during the first quarter of this year registered at 10.2% compared to 5.5% during the same period last year. Commercial banks say they want to facilitate their clients so that they can pay back what they owe. Everything must be done to ensure that the client pays back the loan smoothly. But even when times are hard, they should be facilitated so that their assets are not auctioned off. Other agreements can be signed and the money found through other channels, not necessarily auctioning things off. People say, however, that it is rare that banks actually make the effort to follow up on their borrowers, not until it is too late. Sometimes they can ask you to extend the time you are required to pay back, but it rarely happens. Officials in the country's central bank have taken steps to try and address the deficit that is being caused by non-performing loans. That is where we have concerns over loans that are amended and could end up increasing non-performing loans. The good news, however, is that the bank's capital is in good standing, and as we prepare to deal with this problem, we have asked that commercial banks hold back their dividends and not contribute them among shareholders to retain profits made last year so that the money can help them to deal with problems that could arise because of non-performing loans. The central bank projects Rwanda's economy to grow by as much as 5.1% this year, despite the blows that have been dealt by COVID-19.